Here we're asked to add or subtract the mixed numbers and write the answer in simplified form. There are two main methods used to add or subtract mixed numbers. The first method is to convert all of the mixed numbers to improper fractions and then convert back to a mixed number if needed after adding or subtracting. The second method is working with the mixed numbers and performing exchanges as needed. In this tutorial, we'll be converting all of the mixed numbers to improper fractions. So looking at our first example, we actually don't have a mixed number here. We have a whole number minus a fraction. But we'll begin by writing 4 as an improper fraction in the form of 4 over 1. So we'll write 4 over 1 minus 1 over 7. And now we'll subtract these fractions like we normally would. We want to begin by identifying the least common denominator, or at least a common denominator. Notice how here, because we have a denominator of 1, the least common denominator would be 7. So we'll multiply 4 over 1 by 7 over 7. Notice how this would give us 28 sevenths minus 1 seventh. And now that we have a common denominator, we can go ahead and subtract. The denominator stays 7, and the numerator is going to be 28 minus 1, which equals 27. So this is our difference, and it does not simplify, but because we have an improper fraction, let's convert it back to a mixed number. Remember, a fraction bar means division, so we can write this as 27 divided by 7. And there are 3 7s in 27. 3 times 7 equals 21. We subtract. We have a remainder of 6, which means 27 sevenths is equal to 3 and 6 sevenths, the remainder over the divisor. And hopefully we can recognize this answer just by looking at the problem. If we have 4 and we subtract 1 seventh, that would leave us with 3 and 6 sevenths. Next we have 5 and 5 twelfths plus 6 and 7 twelfths. So we'll convert these both to improper fractions. Notice how we already have a common denominator of 12, which is good. So the numerator of the first fraction is going to be 12 times 5 plus 5. 12 times 5 is 60, plus 5 would be 65. And for 6 and 7 twelfths, the numerator would be 12 times 6 plus 7, which would be 72 plus 7, or 79. And now that we have a common denominator, we can add the numerators. 65 plus 79 is equal to 144. Notice how this improper fraction does simplify. There's a common factor of 12 here, so we could divide the numerator and denominator by 12. Or maybe you recognize that 144 divided by 12 is just 12. Either way, if we simplify here, we end up with 12 over 1, or 12 divided by 1, which equals 12. So the sum of these mixed numbers is 12. Next we have 8 and 1/6 plus 2 and 3/4. So here we do not have a common denominator. The first fraction has a denominator of 6. The second fraction has a denominator of 4. And now we'll convert to improper fractions. So for the first fraction, the numerator is 6 times 8 plus 1, that's 49. For the second fraction, the numerator is 4 times 2 plus 3, which is 11. Now we want to obtain a common denominator, hopefully the least common denominator, which would be the least common multiple of 6 and 4, which is 12. So multiply our first fraction by 2 over 2, second fraction by 3 over 3. Notice how we will have a common denominator of 12. For our numerators, we'll have 49 times 2, that's 98. And here we'll have 11 times 3, which is 33. So we have a common denominator of 12. The numerator is 98 plus 33, or 131. This does not simplify, but it is an improper fraction. So again, let's convert to a mixed number. So 131 divided by 12. There's 1, 12, and 13. Subtract, bring down the next digit. There are 0, 12s, and 11. So we have 0 times 12 is 0. We subtract. We have a remainder of 11, which means 131 twelfths is equal to 10 and 11 twelfths. Again, the remainder over the divisor. And for our last example, we have 3 and 7 twelfths minus 9 and 1/8. So we'll convert to improper fractions first. So for the first fraction, the numerator is going to be 12 times 3 plus 7. That's 36 plus 7, or 43. For the second fraction, the numerator is 8 times 9 plus 1. That's 72 plus 1, or 73. Now we must obtain a common denominator, hopefully the least common denominator, which is the least common multiple of 8 and 12, which should be 24. So we'll multiply this first fraction by 2 over 2, the second fraction by 3 over 3. So again, notice how we have a common denominator of 24. For the first fraction, the numerator is 43 times 2, that's 86. Our second fraction, the numerator is 73 times 3, which equals 219. We have a common denominator, so we can go ahead and subtract. The numerator is going to be 86 minus 219, which equals negative 133. So again, we have an improper fraction. This does not simplify, but we do want to convert it to a mixed number. Notice our mixed number is going to be negative, so when we perform our division, we'll leave off the negative sign and just divide 133 by 24. So there are 5 24s and 133. 5 times 24 is 120. We have a remainder of 13, which means our mixed number is negative 5 and 13/24. I hope you found this helpful.